Awesome sauce. What is up, guys? We're doing a whole basic series today, this whole month. So we're kicking it off with blocks and ranks. Okay, keeping it super simple, super self-explanatory. I'm going to share my screen here in a second. So you guys, if you want to take screenshots, you screenshot it if necessary. So that way you can use it as reference. But this is going to be amazing for those new babes that are here with us now, but also those coming in. So when you're recruiting and they're coming in, they're like, cool, what's a block? What rank do I need to hit? This is going to be amazing for you to forward it to them. Super simple, super easy. I said Glocks, girl. I mean, it's in my closet. I can show that too if you want me to. But I'm going to share my screen here. Tina, do I have the... You don't know.
I don't know. This is all new to me. I don't know. Maybe I only have one license, so it only works one way. But try. Is it working? Because it said allow multiple participants can share simultaneously.
What is with all of our English language tonight?
I don't know.
Okay, can y'all see that? Thumbs up. Okay, cool. So it's gonna be me and Kelly tonight. Kelly's gonna go over blocks for us, and then I'm gonna go over rank. So ready.
What up? All right, I'm going to be talking about Smart Start. I think that's on the next slide. But everybody probably knows what Smart Start is, but it's a bonus program that we have that pretty much lets you earn while you learn. So it's cool because you get a lot of bonuses to kind of like rocket launch your business. You get 4 VIPs, you get $60 for that. And then if you get a market partner with the VIPs, that's considered a block. And when you get a block, you get a $150 bonus. And then if you do that 3 times, you get what's called a Mon Neighborhood, and that's a $500 bonus. So right there, that's $710, the baseline of your bonus, plus the commissions you're going to get. And you get a product pack bonus too. So that's anywhere from 50 to 350. And Smart Starts the month that you join, like the calendar month, and the 2 calendar months after that. There's no limits on the like amount of blocks and stuff you can build either. So it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, you guys. So as for example, okay, so when you have someone coming in, how many of you are actually in Smart Start now? Is anybody in Smart Start right now? I can't see the chat, so if you are in Smart Start now, or if you have new people coming in, this is pretty much the examples of that. Okay, so if someone enrolled in February 12th, you have the rest of February, March, and then April. Okay, September. They start in September, they get the rest of September, then October, November. Okay, so it's the month that you start plus 2. Super simple. Money's on the table. We didn't break it down as far as super block bonuses, just for beginner purposes. That might not be here when someone's around. But as far as building, right, this is why having these is so essential for us to build our businesses, because going into that, now you have a super block bonus, which is that added benefit. So you're looking at an additional $300. So if you want checks with commas in them, this is the perfect time to do so. All right, so ranks. This is how, as you're building your blocks, you're hitting ranks, okay? And the first rank in the company is Managing Market Partner, MMP. Okay, so then you're adding in all of those bonuses, you're making all those things, having new people come into your funnel, you get an additional $100 on top of that. Okay, so that's why it's a triple bonus, and you're leveling up every single time because there's so much money on the table. And like Kelly said, it's a cumulative. You don't have to do it just once. You don't have to do a block a month. You have 3 whole months to build as many blocks as you want. So those of you who are in Smart Start, kudos to you, okay? Because some of us aren't anymore. So take full advantage of being a beginner. It's a beautiful thing and such a huge incentive. For those, that you're trying to talk about Smart Start with, or you're coming in, look at it as like an accelerated program, okay? So now that the compensation plan's a little different, you can do it all by yourself, sure, but what's the fun of doing it all by yourself? You want friends that come into this and do this with you. So to hit MMP, although you can do it by yourself, another alternative is to have 2 active lines. So that means 2 market partners as doing the business with you, 300 PV, so personal volume. That includes your personal sales, your VIP, retail, all of those things. And then your 1200 GV. Okay, this is going to be your PV and then your downlines PV. Okay, so whatever they buy, whatever VIPs purchase from them, so on and so forth, it all adds up. Okay, so 300 PV, 2 active lines, 1200 GV. This is essentially one of the hardest ranks to hit because you are brand new. It's your first VIPs, your first market partners, all of the things. So I wanted to go in because yes, this is like the first rank of the company, right? This is the first. Freaking kudos to you. You start feeling your fire, right? Now, as you're building, this is the first rank to leadership. Okay. You want access to trips. You want access to the Mac Daddy pay. You want to start bringing in 5 figures. This is like where you need to be. Okay. So managing market builder. This is obviously the requirements are a lot bigger and you need now not only just 2 active lines, you need 4 active lines. And within those 4 active lines, 2 of your friends have to become MMP. At this point, it'll be easier for you to teach them and mentor them how to get to MMP because now you've already done it. You've already been there. So does that make sense for you guys as far as MMP versus MMB? Thumbs up because I can't see the chat. Okay, cool. All right, so moving into this, does MMB kind of look intimidating with the 5,000 GV? I see Brandy's face. I only see Brandy's face, and it's like, okay, there is simpler ways to break these numbers down as you're building blocks. You're going to be hitting these numbers really, really quickly. So when it comes to GV, you have to divvy it out. Okay, where is all these coming from? If you have 4 new besties coming in, that's around 200 PV for them, so 200 GV for you each single time. Now, if you have 2 MMPs under you, that's 1200 GV per MMP. So, and then whatever volume you're going for, right? So whatever you're doing, no matter where you're at in this business, building blocks is what is going to keep you in your business. So always essentially build a block at a time. And remember, you might not be in Smart Start anymore, but still building a block is what's going to help you the most in all ranks. And anybody will tell you that no matter what rank they're in. SCDs will even tell you build a block. When in doubt, build a block. And then go on and do it from there. So a lot of money on the table right out the gate, all of the things. So speaking of director and top of the compensation plan, this is how you maximize your plan. Okay, going in, I wanted to list all of the ranks that you can achieve, what that actually looks like for you. If you've never had an opportunity to like scroll through, I do suggest get familiar with when you're in your back office in your wheel and tap the arrow to go side to side to learn the ranks, what they require. So that way, the more you familiarize yourself with it, the less intimidated it's going to be. Okay, and obviously as you get higher, the requirement of DV gets higher and things like that, but you're building along the way, so it's all going to add up. So the first, we are all market partners, no matter what. That's just who we are. We're market partners. Remember, on the first of every month, we all start at 0. So it's an even level playing field. Nobody's on top, nobody's on bottom. You literally just run at your pace to the rank that you want. Okay, so you have MMP, AMB, and MB. Those are your first 3 that go with the affiliate program, but also it's the first 3 until you start hitting leadership. MMB and AMM are your entry levels into leadership. MM, you see the asterisk, that's where you get the car. Okay, so MM, you do that 3 times in a row, you got your car. Okay, they 3 consecutive months, you get your car. Now you're moving into like the $10,000 months. Okay, your MMM, AED, ED, and SED. Okay, get familiar with them, get comfortable with knowing what those are and what the requirements are. Nothing is off the table. And just when you go in your back office, like I said, there's the big circle wheel. It has 2 arrows on either side. So once you tap it, it shows all of the ranks, what the requirements are. And as you get familiar with it and your team builds, then you're good to go. Now we just did any questions. So I'm going to stop sharing here so that way I can see everyone in the chat. Now that was really fast, but we wanted to leave like an open space for you guys to actually ask questions, especially if someone's new coming in and you're like, cool, but like, what do I do with my hands? Then we can help you with that as well. As far as blocks and ranks. So does anybody have any questions as far as the money goes? No questions? Everyone's going to be closing super blocks today, this month, March Madness. It is the last month for super blocks. So just want to emphasize on that as well, because yeah, once it's gone, it's gone. So build your blocks, 1 MP, 4 VIPs, and just keep it going over and over and over again. Sound good? I love that it was super simple and sweet. So that way whoever watches the recording, you're good to go.